our day-to-day lives, most insects are a minor nuisance that can be easily fought off with some bug spray or a vacuum. However, on a global scale, organisms such as mosquitoes, ticks, and fleas are symbols of malaria, Lyme disease, and the plague, posing a much greater threat. 80% of the world's population is currently at risk of being infected with a vector-borne disease, making this group of illnesses one of the world's biggest public health challenges. Vector-borne diseases are illnesses that are transmitted to humans by other living organisms, or vectors. These vector species are masters of human pathogen transmission, and in the face of climate change, their geographical ranges are only expanding. While many vector control measures have been tried and tested, scientists are now looking towards the building blocks of life, DNA. Gene editing is a broad term that encompasses a range of biotechnologies that allow researchers to make targeted changes to an organism's DNA. Imagine if we could edit vector species and make them immune to the pathogens that cause vector-borne disease, or take it one step further and suppress their population levels altogether. With gene editing technologies, this is becoming a reality. Although not yet deployed in Canada, many leading genomic scientists argue that it is only a matter of time, as many versions of this technology are being used around the world to fight vector-borne disease. While promising, this technology is highly controversial. This is because these edited organisms are intended to be released and spread and persist in nature. This raises many questions regarding unintended ecological, ethical, and social consequences. What does our capacity to edit nature say about our relationship with the natural world? And how can we best balance caution and action as science and technology progresses so rapidly? The goal of my proposed research is to investigate the current state of Canadian research on gene editing for vector-borne disease mitigation by asking the following questions. What hopes and concerns do Canadian researchers hold regarding these applications? And what can they do to ensure that this research is conducted in a socially responsible fashion? To answer these questions, I will use a structured literature review, document analysis of policy reports, and semi-structured interviews to assess key themes and gaps surrounding expert perspectives on gene editing for vector-borne disease mitigation in a Canadian context. Assessing expert perspectives is particularly important as this group is in a position to directly inform future policy. In addition to contributing towards future genomic research and education, the goal of this project is to help inform future policy and ethics on the regulation of gene editing for vector-borne disease in Canada. I hope that this presentation has given you a glimpse into my proposed research and the cautiously optimistic field of gene editing for vector-borne disease. Thank you.